Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putra Ajhi Pangestu. I am a student from Raja Ali Haji Maritime University, study program of Faculty of Teacher Education, English Education. And this is a video about cross-cultural understanding non-verbal communication. First is bad language. Bad language is the unspoken element of communication that we use to reveal our true feelings and emotions. It's the relaxed facial expression that breaks out into a genuine smile with mouth upturned and eyes wrinkled. It can be a tilt of the head that shows you're listening, sitting or standing upright to convey interest, or directing attention with with hand gestures. It can also be taken care to avoid a defensive arm cross posture or restlessly tapping your feet. When you can read signs like this, you can understand the complete message of what someone is telling you. You'll be more aware of people's reaction to what you say and do, and you'll be able to adjust your body language to appear more positive, engaging, and approachable. There are common types of body language. The first one is aggressive, an overly firm handshake, invading personal space, hands on hips or legs too wide, eye contact to the point of staring, aggressive physical movement like finger pointing. Defensive, crossed arms or legs, a lack of eye contact, leaning away, hunched shoulders, eye rolls. Nervous, biting nails, fidgeting, coughing, weak handshake, putting hands on head. Bored, no eye contact, excessive fidgeting, yawning, shifting weight and sitting uncomfortably, rubbing face. And engaged. Good eye contact, confident sense, positive gestures, nodding in agreement, smiling. Next is eye contact. Eye contact is a type of body language that is extremely important during communication and conversation. Sometimes our eyes and body language speak even more than words. Keeping eye contact with the person you are talking to shows that you are actively listening and paying attention. There are 5 reasons why eye contact is imperative in conversation. Respect. Eye contact shows the other person that you feel equal in importance. There are other ways to show respect, but our eyes reflect our sincerity, warmth, and honesty. This is why giving and receiving eye contact while talking is a surefire sign of a good conversation. Nowadays, it's common for good people to glance at their phone to no matter if they're in the middle of a conversation or not. That's why eye contact will set you apart and truly show that you are giving them your full and undivided attention. Understanding. Sometimes looking glance is the only sign you need to show someone that you understand what they are talking about. More specifically, if you need to get a vital point across, eye contact is the best way to communicate that importance. Eye contact is also a form of background acknowledgement like saying yeah and That means it shows the speaker that you are tuned in to and understand what they are saying. Bonding. When someone is feeling an emotion or just performing a task, the same neurons that shine in their brain light up in someone else's brain who is watching them. This is because we have mirror neurons in our brains that are very sensitive to facial expressions and most importantly, eye contact. Direct eye contact is so powerful that it increases empathy and links together emotional states. Never underestimate the power of eye contact in creating long-lasting bonds. Confidence. When you are feeling especially nervous or are lacking self-confidence, direct eye contact may be a scary proposition. The truth is, eye contact actually evokes presence and projects confidence, self-esteem, and assertiveness while speaking. The more you look at the audience or whoever you are speaking to, the more power and authority you will give off. And next is reveal thoughts and feelings. We have countless ways of describing eyes, including shifty eye, kind eye, bright eye, glaze over, and more. As no wonder, just about every classic love story starts with two pairs of eyes meeting across the room. Eye contact is also a powerful form of simultaneous communication, meaning you don't have to take turns doing the communicating. Ever wonder why poker players often wear sunglasses inside? It's because the eyes don't lie. From birth, we instinctually look into people's eyes to try and understand what they are thinking, and we continue to do it for life. Touch. Haptics is the study of touching as nonverbal communication. Touches that can be defined as communication include handshakes, holding hands, kissing, cheek, lips, hand, back, slap, high five, shoulder pat, brushing arm, etc. Each of these give off nonverbal messages as to the touching person's intention or feelings. They also cause feelings in the receiver, whether positive or negative. Extra caution must be taken when communicating through touch in different cultures, and there are definite boundaries depending upon the cultural norm. Haptic communication is a large part of non-verbal communication between people and has the ability to carry immense indications without vocal accompaniment. For example, the difference between a hand on someone else's shoulder and a hand on their thigh is much more easily interpreted than a gesture such as wing. Proxemics, body distance or space. Proxemics is a study of how humans use space when we're communicating, how close we stand to someone, whether we touch them, and how comfortable we feel. Basically, proxemics is a study of space and how we use it, how it makes us feel more or less comfortable, and how we arrange objects and ourselves in relation to space. Personal territory. In order to understand more about proxemics, we need to discuss different kinds of space. There are four kinds of distance that the people generally use in communication. This can vary by place, and any different cultures have different standards. These are known as realms of personal territory. Public space is the space that characterizes how close we sit or stand to someone, like a public figure or a public speaker. So if you are at an event listening to a professor give a lecture, you are probably about 12 to 25 feet away. Social space means we're getting a little closer, about 4 to 12 feet away. This is the kind of space you're probably in if you're talking to a college or a customer at work. Personal space is even closer. In this case, you're probably about 1 to 4 feet away from someone. This is reserved for talking to friends or family. Intimate space is for people who you are very close to. In this case, you are probably less than a foot away and you might even be touching the other person. This is the space you're in with a romantic partner. Next is paralanguage. Paralanguage is the technical term for the voice cues that accompany spoken words. It is concerned with the sound of the voice and the range of meanings the people convey through their voices rather than the words they use. The meaning of what you express is contained in part in the words you say, but how you say it also contains powerful meanings. For example, the word yes can completely convey different meanings, even in the exact same sentence, depending on how it is said, whether it is spoken sincerely or sarcastically. The how you say something is referred to as paralanguage, which includes your conscious or unconscious intonation, accent, pitch opens in new window, pace, pause, silence, emphasis, word, and syllable stress. Basically, paralanguage is your voice minus the word you speak. Again, it denotes the tone, sound of your voice. The sound of your voice communicates, revealing to others your emotional state, attitudes, status, personality, etc. Paralanguage in brief is a nonverbal code for the way we say something rather than what we say. The two main categories of paralanguage are vocal characteristic and vocal interference. The two categories of paralanguage. Vocal characteristic are the pitch, the highness of or loudness of your voice, volume, how loudly or softly you speak, rate, the speed at which you speak, and voice quality, how pleasant or unpleasant your voice sounds. Each of these characteristics plays a part in the impression others have of you. For example, a loud voice is usually associated with aggressiveness. People who speak quickly are said to be nervous, just like me. Vocal interference are the sounds and words we use when we hesitate or are not sure of the right word. We all use the occasional well and to indicate that we are searching for the right word. But such interference may become a problem when they pop up too frequently as they can interrupt your listeners' concentration and comprehension. Next is turn taking. Turn taking occurs in a conversation when one person listens while the other person speaks. As the conversation progresses, the listener and speakers roles are exchanged back and forth, a circle of discussion. Turn taking is an important skill for children to develop. In order to effectively participate in social communications, if a child is not able to take turns during interactions, they may interrupt the other person who is speaking or may not actively listen. Children who struggle with turn taking in social situations may also experience trouble building friendship in class. Alright, that is all for my video. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.